It's happened again. It's happened again. Arsenal lost. It's happened again. Oh, what's going on, guys? Mike from FDT-TV here. Thanks very much for tuning in. As you are aware, this is my Arsenal versus Chelsea preview. Let's just jump into it. What is going on, Arsenal fans? Honestly, I don't know. To be fair, I might be slightly controversial in what I'm about to say here, is that I actually don't think we played too badly against Man City. I'm not being funny. Man City have hit a bit of form recently and they are climbing the table. I know they've had a few kind of sketchy results, but on the most part, they're playing much better football. And to be honest, playing our second string team against them, it was inevitable. It was going to be a loss. The reason why I say I was quite happy with the performance, I've seen a bit of fight in the team, which we haven't seen for a long while. Granted, for the first 10-15 minutes, nothing was there. But we also, when Martinelli was on the pitch, we looked like we was going to create chances and we could have potentially gone on for more. He was unlucky to pick up a slight knock. Hopefully nothing too serious and we'll see him back in the matchday squad soon. But my God, what energy does he bring? And I've been saying this on the podcast for so long now that we can't wait to have him back. So that was a positive. Secondly, we were fighting and we did see the game change when Gabby come off. But there was a lot more fight within the team. The second goal was just down to poor goalkeeping. I got a bit hands on my face when that went in. Had that not gone in, could the game have been different? Possibly not, but also possibly. The third goal, had VAR been around, it would have been offside. Man City potentially could have had a red card in the first half. We've seen fairly recently with Granit Xhaka getting the face or hand touching the person, Mohamed El Neni picked up a booking. That was, I think it was Fernandinho, could have been sent off potentially had VAR been in there. And by the time the fourth goal went in, I think when your chips are down, you're 3-1 down as it is, and you just gonna switch off. But up until that point, I thought we were quite good. So on to the next game, Chelsea on Boxing Day. We've got 78 wins recorded against them, 58 draws and 65 losses overall. In the last 3 years, again, just the benchmark that I'm setting for all my comparisons. We've got one win, 3 draws and 2 losses. So not great over the last couple of years, but we do have some FA Cup victories against them, so that could be positive. I again am going to be slightly controversial in my team selection, which we'll come on to shortly. But on the most part, I'm actually feeling quite positive about this game. Now, in the podcast, I did think that we were going to get a slapping from Chelsea, and it still could happen. But what I would like to see is A, to come out with the intensity that we had from about 20 minutes onwards, and B, to keep that up for 90 minutes, and C, to keep 11 players on the pitch for that time. So I'm just going to go into my team selection now. And let's jump into it. So as you can see, I have gone slightly controversial. I know I'll come on to the front three in a minute. Obviously, Bernd Leno, we've seen what Alex Runarsson was capable of. So he's definitely not making the Premier League unless there is an absolute howler and an injury to Bernd Leno. Fingers crossed there isn't. The back four. Now there's 2 possible formations that I'm going to go with on this video today. So formation 1 is the formation that I personally would go with, and formation 2 is what I think the boss will go with. So formation 1 We've gone for a 4-3-3. We do see the return of Granit Xhaka. Controversial decision number 1. I know he's left a bit of a sour taste in the mouth of Arsenal fans as of recently because of the red card. No apologising. When the likes of Gabriel, he apologised pretty much straight after the match. Rob Holding, I think, has been okay, but I'm going with David Luiz in the centre-back position with Gabriel. Tierney and Bellerin, because we know they can get up and down the pitch. I would like to see more defensive work from Bellerin. There's been a couple of times just recently he's been caught out of position, so I would like to see him be more defensive minded as opposed to trying to overly complicate things and overly press and then get caught in the counter attack. So into the midfield, as you can see, I've gone for Dani Ceballos, Granit Xhaka and Emil Smith-Rowe. We did see him come on in the League Cup game against Manchester City, and I thought he was really good. Granted, he was only on for about 20 odd minutes, but he did look kind of attacking, was willing to take players on, keeps the ball quite well and plays a simple pass. And I think that's one of the things that we've been lacking just recently, is either too simple or just no creativity and going backwards and sideways and all this sort of stuff. So that's my midfield 3. The front 3, I think this is going to be very much dependent on whether Aubameyang is fit or not. I understand from the press conference yesterday that Arteta said that he is going to be assessed at the head of the game. A slight calf strain, but I understand potentially it could be something more serious. So on that basis, I have gone for Saka in the left wing position with a view to Aubameyang possibly coming into that position if he is fit. Alex Lacazette come up with the goal against Manchester City through Gabriel's assist. It was a good header and it just shows what he can do. I think he worked his socks off for the time he was on the pitch, and I think it was just a simple case. We're already losing, let's try something different and see if we can do anything, plus to give Balogun some more minutes on the pitch. I have also gone for Nicolas Pepe out on the right hand wing. Again, I am still very much on the fence with him. He's very hit and miss, but I would like to see him come up with a match-winning performance this week. And let's be honest, if he plays poorly, we can always switch to our other right winger, Willian, against his former team, and hopefully come up trumps. And that'll be the time that he gets his goal. And what a game to get your goal in against your former club. The same with David Luiz. I have gone for him. I know he was sent off, I believe, in one of the last fixtures against Chelsea, which wasn't great, but I'm hoping he's going to be a level head, very professional. He knows how Chelsea play because he was there for so long, but I think he is the leader that we need as it stands at the moment on the pitch. He's very good at talking to players around him, making sure they're in positions, and I think he will do wonders on Boxing Day against Chelsea. So I'm now going to come on to the team selection, which I think the boss will go with. So as you can see, I've still gone for a few of the players that are in there. I have gone for the 5-3-2 or the 3-2-2-1 or whatever it is formation, with Tierney, Gabriel, David Luiz, Rob Holding back into the starting lineup, and also Ainsley Maitland-Niles on the right wing. Granit Xhaka again recalls his place due to him coming off his suspension, and Dani Ceballos again because of his work rate over the last couple of games. I think he is slowly, I've said this before, I think he's slowly getting back to the player he was at the end of last season, and again I would like to see him pull out a performance. And then the front 3 exactly the same as my team selection. Now, I am hoping that Gabriel Martinelli is fit and potentially could come on for the last 30 to 20 minutes just to make sure that everything is fine. And by this point, we may need a goal. And we saw he was on the pitch and managed to come up. Oh, no, it was Yeah, well, he managed to come up with the assist. And we managed to get a goal in open play for the first time in I don't know how long, and it was very positive to see. So I'm hoping for that, one of my substitutions, Aubameyang potentially, depending on how he is musculature-y. Now, the reason why I have gone for this team selection is because I think we need to kind of overload the midfield position, and also I think David Luiz and Gabriel will be able to mark for the likes of Giroud if he's playing. He's been on fine goal scoring form recently, and we have seen other players that have come to the Emirates just recently and have managed to pick out performances against their former club in the likes of the Iwobi, but that wasn't at the Emirates. Theo Walcott scoring a goal, and you just know that if Giroud is playing, he's potentially going to score. N'Golo Kante is another player that will be our boss in the midfield, and I think again, if we can keep Danny Ceballos with the pressing, Granit Xhaka holding back, and even Emile Smith-Rowe, he could potentially fall into the false number 10 position, if you like, and possibly switching that to kind of like a 4-2-1-2-1 or whatever. And Kai Havertz, again, hasn't really hit the ground running at Chelsea, but he has been in fine form recently. So that is my team selection. Obviously, if there is anything that you would do different, please let me know in the comment section down below. As we have done in the last 2 weeks, I'm just about to go into my FIFA section with FIFA 21, showing my lineup against Chelsea and see how we do. So here we go. So there we go, guys. Are we going to see the tides turning at Arsenal? Are we going to come away with the win? Like I said on previous videos, the FIFA for me is an infuriating game to play, but going on the live form, it seems to be coming up with the correct results from me, there or thereabouts. On the most part, correct. Not on terms of results, as in scoreline, but in terms of winning or losing. Now, from what as I said at the start of the video, from what I've seen from the team just on that last performance, I think we can get at Chelsea. We need to start believing in each other. We need to be a lot more confident, stop giving away silly balls, make sure we're all in position, and get back to the Arsenal that we saw in the FA Cup final against Chelsea. I'm hoping to God, not that I'm religious, but I hope that this is the game that we will start to see stuff happening. It'll be good to go towards the end of the year with a couple of wins under our belt. I know we have got Chelsea and Brighton still to come. I think Brighton's on the last day of the year, or potentially going into the new year. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but I'm hoping that we manage to pick up 6 points from those two games. Even a draw against Chelsea and a win against Brighton, I will take, just to start to see us creeping up the board again. But hopefully 2 wins, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So thanks very much for watching the video. Like I said, if you have enjoyed what you're watching, please hit that like and subscribe button, and we will catch you on the next video. Thanks very much. Hi guys, thanks for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe. See you next time.